Ooh, I was in sit right. Hey guys, hi, I'm Weeb here, aka Alex. What's up, fam? I know it's been a long time, like a really long time. Pretty much been like a little more than a year since anything's been uploaded here on the channel, and that's why I'm making this video. Truth be told, like if you do follow me on social media, technically what the content of this video is going to entail is basically what I promised back like in June, back in the summer, like June. Oh shit. June, July, or August. Like I don't remember when I made that. I want to say it wasn't even a tweet or anything. I want to say it was something I posted on Instagram. I mean, I'm pretty sure it went everywhere, but I was supposed to make this video back then, and now I'm making the video. Because truth be told, it's been a long time coming. As you can tell, 2020 was quite a year for all of us, and it's one of the main reasons behind why there was such a drought in the video in the channel. Granted, there's no excuse. I could have posted content. I could have posted content throughout the year. Just there was quite a few factors that prevented me in doing so. I'm not gonna say like these reasons are the reason why I could have done something, because honestly I could have done videos and I actually made videos. But we'll get into that shortly in a bit. As you can tell, I got my notes. I got my notes. I kind of like how I entitled like this to-do list, like not to get off track or anything, but I put this like Jaime Weave video like script and my fucking phone. Excuse me. My phone spelled corrected Hot Weave to Vitamin Dweeb. So like if this shit doesn't pan out, I can always become like a lifestyle channel and just call myself Vitamin Dweeb. But anyway, back to this. Item one on the video. The channel drop. Why was there a channel drop? And to make it short and sweet, the reason why there's a drought in content is, like I said earlier, 2020, man. We had a lot of we had a lot of political, cultural, and health events occur last year that pretty much caused the channel to slow down. Really, like I'm not going to mention them specifically, but you know what it is, 2020. Like the main one being the health one, just being with like all the with the closures, the shutdowns, becoming more limited. Like we had to change our lifestyle, man. And that was honestly the main reason why no content happened, because as you can tell, the majority of the videos, besides those horrible Untitled Goose Game videos I did by myself, like one or two, maybe three, they were kind of bad. Was the pairing of me and David. And while we still could have done videos together, like we could have streamed, he could provide, we could have provided each other like our voice audio clips and stuff. Not it just didn't happen, and the reason why that didn't really happen is coincides with the second reason why there was a drought in the channel, was just work, man. Like, because for those, I'm pretty sure I mentioned it once or twice in the video, but I work at a sporting goods store, and like a year ago, I was working like 16 hours a week, so that accounted for like plenty of time for me to be able to do videos. Well, that was back in February, like on the actual anniversary of the last video, being it's March 2nd, like we're off like a week or two. On reality, like in one more week will be the anniversary of us being affected by the shutdowns here where I live, being that of Paso, Texas. Pretty sure the majority of you live here. Like I'm pretty much a local channel. I'm not worldwide yet, states at least. So like these 2 weeks, like this week and last year, I was averaging about like 14, 16 hours in a week. So pretty much I had time to make content. And I remember a year ago, I was already in, like, we finished doing that balcony video, and I was already like, boom, boom, boom. Like, I already know what I wanted to do next. But unfortunately, like, soon after my birthday, that's when we got hit with the shutdowns. And because of that, like, since there's such high demand product for like for example, the gym's closed. So we were pushing out weights, benches, gym equipment, like you name it. We were selling out of that stuff. And of course, like sporting arms, like we were selling out of like the ammo, the rifles, everything. And because of that, that was driving up sales. As a result, they flipped the script on us, and then we started picking up hours. So I easily went from like 16 hours a week to I went to like 24, 26, 28, 30, 32 hours a week. And this was part time. And I'm not going to mention the reasons why my hours went up so high because some stuff happened at work. I won't mention that here because this isn't the time and place for it. But yeah, because the fact that I basically doubled in hours was the main reason. That was one of the probably one of the other main reasons why the channel drop incurred, because not only did the shutdowns happen, preventing me and Dave really to get together and stuff. Doesn't it's not an excuse because, like I said earlier, we could have gotten together online or video chat and such and still produce content. But work was a real driving force behind the reduction in time and be able to do content like this. Because as you can imagine, you have to make the video. You have to, like, the way I make videos on this channel. Like, I do a lot of work, and I mean, not everything's gonna be a masterpiece, and I'm really hard on myself. But like the way I make these videos is I think ahead. I try to think like, okay, like what can we play next? What kind of stuff can we talk about? Boom, boom, boom. Like basically just like getting a project together. Like there's steps, and that's what I do. I plan, like I pick a game. I like try to like foreshadow like what can I talk about with David, like what little jokes we could make and stuff. Like how can we work each other off, like bounce it and shit. And then, of course, we get together. We pick a date, get together. On average, you probably do like a 2 hour session and record audio and like video. Preferably, and on a good day, we could like do like an 6 to 8 hour session, and that's like gold because like all the videos, it's consistent, like what we're talking about. There's no interruptions because if you knew where I live, there's a lot of stuff here that could account for interruptions. I mean, I'm pretty sure you heard in the videos like the various like dogs and cats like causing shenanigans and shit. Sasha's right behind this blanket right here on my bed, sleeping actually right now. And then, not to go off topic, the reason why I have this weird ass blanket up here is because I actually have boxes of shoes back here, and they're like majority white boxes, like my Curry 8 box, my fucking Nike Vapor Max box. So that, of course, having this light set up, it's gonna bounce that light off. So like that shit made me look whack and produce a whack ass picture. Nevertheless, we're going off topic. That's why the blanket's there, just in case that like was throwing some of you off. So yeah, that was the Toronto drop, man. Just work, the current events last year with the like shutdown, the quarantines and such. Ooh, I said one of the words you're not supposed to say. Ooh. Whatever. I'm not a big channel. I don't give a shit. So yeah, that was pretty much the main reason why. And then, let's go to the next point because I don't want to keep you guys here because I know this video ain't gonna be entertaining for you guys. So yeah, basically, well, right here, life summary. I pretty much went over that. Like, I guess I could talk about where I am at this point. So like I said, like last year, I doubled in hours in terms of like work and such. And the irony was like a year ago was when I pretty much unofficially finished my training as being a part-time assistant manager, PTAM. Like I moved up the ranks, fam. It's pretty nice. So it was getting to the point where I pretty much was averaging, guaranteed I was pretty averaging between 32 and 36 hours. And like I said, we had some stuff that happened at work, some events that happened at work that I'm not going to bring up here. And that's the reason why I was high up in hours. Like, I had to pick up hours. And then, of course, I'm going to pick up hours, man. I was like, more money, more power, baby. More power, baby. More money. More money, more power. Never forget that, boys. Cream. Cash rules everything around me, fam. Wu-Tang Clan. Wu-Tang Clan. Okay, we're going off topic. So, yeah. So it got to the point where I want to say like last year around October. Yeah, I want to say it was around October. I was approached to receive the other promotion, this time as relief manager. Basically, I was going to be officially full-time. Because unofficially, I was full-time like because a few weeks I was getting 36 hours. And I think in the state of Texas, full-time, you could put in the comments if I'm right or wrong. I want to say full-time is considered like 36-40. I don't know if I'm right or wrong. Like, bro. I haven't worked a job in 10 years, and this is my first job in 10 years. So I'm not used to the game, fam. So yeah, like I officially became full-time. And as a result, 4 extra hours is not really a lot in terms of pay or like work hours, but 4 hours is a lot in terms of like trying to juggle this, my life, household, and the channel. And remember, at this point, I still wasn't doing much in terms of the channel. So I lost like 4 additional hours. So that's a year, like work, like I mentioned before. It's recurring. I'm sorry I'm bringing this up like content a lot, but I'm repeating myself. But yeah, like right now where I'm at now that I'm considered full time, 40 hours a week, like I really want to get back to making videos and content for this channel. And in order to do that, I literally have to like make changes to this. And that's pretty much going to happen a lot across the channel. Like there's going to be video improvements you're going to see, but you're also going to see different themes and content and quality. Because primarily this channel started like as a let's play channel. And while it was always my dream to make a channel such as this for YouTube, like let's play, like I've always dreamed of doing something like this. The fact that I don't know what the correct terminology would be to say here. I guess I mean, let's be honest. I missed a window of opportunity to start a Let's Play channel like years ago. And I'm pretty sure like as my recollection of like starting to watch Let's Play channels was, granted, you did have your channels early, like in the early, like late 2000s, early 2010s. But my golden period, golden era of watching content such as this was early 2010s, like maybe 2012, 2013, when I started watching True Achievement Hunters. I seen everyone at Rooster Teeth, like Jeff. Oh, fuck yeah. Jeff, Michael, like everyone play Minecraft. Ryan, I'm pretty sure I'm getting some names wrong, but that was the golden years for me because I was able to watch that. And then Sea Nanners. I was watching a lot of Sea Nanners playing some, oh shit, what's that game called? Jerry's Mod? Yeah, playing some Jerry Mod. And then of course, my boys. I started watching Game Grumps. So like as you can see, like just by the names I'm dropping, like that was the golden era, like the early years of Let's Play. But that's when it blew up. Markiplier can't throw that out. I started watching Marky Poo right when he was like doing like those dark, like all his like his lines, it was like all dark and shit. Like yeah, it's kind of nostalgic now. But yeah, that's when I started watching Let's Players like do their crafting stuff. And I remember 2013, 2014 was actually when I started making plans like, okay, I need to start saving the money so I could start getting all this equipment and shit. And like I remember for years, I was telling family members, my friends, you know who you be, that I was gonna start a channel. And like, yeah, man, like stuff kept happening. Like it kept getting pushed, getting pushed. Got to a point where I pretty much stopped saying that I was gonna make a challenge, and everyone was just on me, like, "Hey, bro, like, hey, fam, like, when are you gonna start doing your shit? Like, when are you gonna start doing your content? I want to be able to watch your shit." And I was like, "Yeah, well, I'll get around to it, man. I'm buying stuff. I'm buying games, as you can't see right now. I'll show later on in like other video stuff." But I actually have through the years I amassed a big video game collection. So, because that was the only thing I could really do at the time, I really can afford lighting setup, fixtures. I ended up buying a webcam and a camera just because I had some online classes. But I bought the right shit for the channel. Right now I'm not using them because the webcam, I don't know where the hell it went. And then the mic, it's actually right. You can't see it, but it's like right there. Like you see that gray box right there? That's actually a little shadow audio box I made for the channel. I'm not using it right now because I'm using my phone as a webcam right now. Quick and dirty. I don't want to set it up, but I figured like this would be appropriate for now. Just like a small little video, like summarizing like what I'm trying to tell you today. So yeah, so like, man. And then I finally started doing content videos, which was pretty cool because that's when I finally built the PC, bad boy, Shellbox. It's on Cognito. There's mad LEDs in it, but I keep it black. I keep that shit off. I ain't about that life, fam. Fuck that shit. So yeah. No joke, I literally forgot what the fuck we were talking about. I got too far caught up in my nostalgia, fam. So, let's see, look at my script. Content, video improvements. Alright then. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to reconnect with what my original train of thought was. But yeah, pretty much like what this channel is going to be about. I'm sorry if I'm jumping everywhere, man. Like, I got caught up in like remembering shit, man. Like, fuck. Like, damn, man. So pretty much the way this channel is going to end up transforming is... Oh, that's right, I was talking about work. And less time to work and shit. Like, I'm going to make the drive to continue this channel So I'm going to start posting more content, but compared to like the original schedule, which I believe was like what, Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, like at noon. I'm going to modify the schedule where it's not going to be consistent. It's not going to be entirely consistent, but it's not going to be inconsistent. Meaning that I'm not going to tie myself to a schedule and upload content. I'm going to upload content when I can, when I will. That was kind of weird. Well, when I can. And the reason why is because, like I said, I'm busy with like life, work. But I want to make this like, I want to keep this channel alive, man. Because this channel is not gonna be a replacement for life. Like, it's not gonna be an in-clip replacement. It's not gonna be my main source of cash, baby. It's not. This channel intentionally started as a hobby, and it's gonna stay a hobby. And I already have had some people come to me. Some of you actually come to me and be like, "Well, why you stop, man? You're on your way, man. You were gonna make that ching ching." I'm like, don't get me wrong. That's the dream for everyone, but I'm not in here for financial gains or social clout or social notoriety. I just want to keep this as like a hobby project, but not a hobby project to a point where like, oh look, I'm just here tinkering shit. I want to make this a hobby project in terms of like exposure. I want to be able to throw out my views, my opinions out there, like my love and my for the passion I have for video games. But this is where I'm going to talk about how the content of this channel is going to change. Is I'm not going to entirely focus on video games, because sooner or later it's just gonna become tired and niche, and I don't want this channel to become like that. No offense to those who focus on like just gaming content out there. Like, I love you, I appreciate for what you do. You have the drive for that. You have the mental focus for that, which I could totally do that. But I'm in the like right now where I am. Like, video games are still my passion, but now I'm in the position, like for example, like the reason why I have all these shoe boxes here is because I could afford. I really should be saving money, and I am. Don't get me wrong, I am. But I love shoes. I love like, oh, I'm a sneakerhead, fam. And like for those who like say like, nah, fam, you're not a sneakerhead, bro. Like, if you remember me, how I was spending my money back in 2009, 2010, I was buying sneakers. The reason why there was a drought in me buying sneakers is because, like I said, like I wasn't working. I was going to school full time. You can't really buy sneakers when fucking textbooks are like $300. It's bullshit. That's the other topic. We'll talk about that another day. So yeah, so like I love sneakerheads. Primarily, the reason why I like sneaks, it's like shoes, is because the technology that's involved in it. Like, of course, like for example, Nike. You have your freaking Nike, your Air Force Ones. Like, you have their reason why they have air in the name is because they have they have air units. A lot of people don't know that. It's become like a generational thing. See, we're getting off topic. As you can tell, I have a passion for shoes. I could, I could get lost in anything. Like, my top 5 passions: video games, shoes, anime. It's in the name. Wrestling. Wrestling is becoming more of like more competitive sports like kickboxing, wrestling, boxing, UFC. I'm getting back to MMA, which is beautiful. And then sports, like I have so much like passion now for all these projects and like themes and stuff. And I feel like there's been times when some of this stuff starts. If you watch some of the old videos, you could tell like I start wanting to talk some of these other topics within the game, and you could tell like the conversation didn't go nowhere because like I voiced some stuff to David, and he's like, "Oh yeah, that's cool, fam. Oh, look at that shit." Not to hate on him, but that was one of the first seeds that started to be planted in my head. Like, I have to do something to change the content in this channel because like, and I'm gonna admit this, like there were some videos that we made that were really good, and honestly, I want to say there was some videos, and I'm like I mentioned earlier, I critique myself hard. Like, I'm really hard on the product I want to put out there because I don't want to just throw out random shit. I want to produce content that's high in quality versus high in quantity, and I want to say while there was some videos that had some good quality moments, I, in my opinion, I want to say they were far in between. And some of the prime examples would be the Blair Witch Project series, where I easily could have put more effort in like shortening the videos. Like, instead of having like a 40 to an hour and a half video of content, like just me getting lost in the dark and shit and walking in circles. Those videos could have been cut and edited to be like just highlight reels. Like I could have taken some zip 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 like some like 10-15 minute like passages of me just walking, getting lost. I could have got rid of that and you guys wouldn't have lost anything. And granted, and then you also do have the opinion of like maybe like you should just leave the videos like that because you organically see how the videos were panned out. But like I said, to each their own. Sometimes I agree with that notion. The other days I don't. And that's why I want to change the content of the videos. Because like I don't want to bore you guys. Like granted, there's some of you out there that are like ride and died with me. Like you want to support me and stuff. But like if you really want to support me, like put in the comments and shit. Like criticize the content of this channel. Like otherwise I'm never going to learn. And these videos are just going to be the same. And they just won't change or evolve. Or if they do, it'll take a longer process for me to realize what's wrong and edit and stuff versus you start nailing like boom, boom, boom. Like maybe you should try this instead. Maybe try this factor. Like look at this point of view. Boom. Because I really want to produce content that you guys would like. And that's the reason why there was a drought. That was the other reason for the drought. Was that I was just fighting like internally like what content do I want to make? Like how do I go about doing it? Like without like wasting your time, wasting my time, most importantly your time, because you're the ones that come to the channel to watch this video and content. So that's why it took me so long to realize like, yeah, something needs to change. Granted, like me stepping away from the channel and making content it allowed me to think like all the stuff that I was doing, what I could do better, and potentially where this channel could go. Pretty much. So like I said, like the channel is going to stay here. Videos are going to be popping up shortly. Or soon, I should say. Not shortly, soon. Just not as consistent. But we're going to still have channels here. We're going to still have channels here. I hope the channel's still here. We're going to still having video produced. I mean, the way things are going now, like I said, I'm going to make an effort to like start making some more video game content in terms of like maybe having David, maybe having some of you guys out there, because I know some of you guys volunteer to be part of this channel, like just to hang out, play games, stream, party up, stuff like that. And I'm totally down with that. But like we just need to get our schedules consistent, you know what I mean? And of course, like as in terms of like new, like the channel content changing and new stuff happening, oh, you'll see. I'll get if anything, I'll give you tips. Like for sure, we're gonna have some videos relating to these bad boys behind this blanket right here for sure. And then of course, I'm gonna have some videos where it's just gonna be me talking to you guys right here, like just talking about current events, like video game news and like just stuff that's happening that I want to get my opinion out there. And yeah, like granted, I could be possibly doing this stuff like on Twitch or YouTube, like just chatting or whatnot, and that is gonna happen. I just don't know what platform I want to be. I mean, I could keep it simple and stay here on YouTube and stuff. I could go to Twitch, but basically it's picking your poison, man. Like, which is the lesser of two evils? YouTube streaming or Twitch? And like, if you guys who keep up with Twitch and YouTube streaming, like you already know the ins and outs, like why this platform is better, why that platform is better, and why this one sucks and why this one sucks. Both have their ins and outs. Their good qualities and their bad qualities. But streaming is an option, and it's going to be happening on this channel. I just don't know how I'm going to make it work. Granted, once I get a good video camera, because, like, can't be doing this shit on a fucking smartphone, you know what I mean? Ooh, I should have F-word. So, yeah. So, hopefully, I didn't bore you guys out with this video full of updates and stuff. But, as I checked all the boxes off this. So, I want to say I covered all the subjects and topics I wanted to talk about in this channel. Not this channel, this video. So hopefully we'll be seeing each other soon. And have a good night, guys. Remember, be good to yourself. Don't be a dick.